fellow seekers of purpose. I stand before you today to explore a question that lies deep within all of us. Why do we give up? It is a question that has plagued humanity for several years, for countless generations. Yet its answer still remains elusive. Today we will embark on a journey and unravel the scientific aspects of giving up and how we can stay motivated on the path to purposeful living. Let me start by asking you all a few relevant questions. Please raise your hand if you can relate to them in any way. Have you ever felt the weight of exhaustion pulling you down when you are faced with a daunting task? Have you ever questioned your abilities and contemplated whether it is even worth the effort to continue? Have you ever caught yourself on the verge of surrendering to the whispers of self-doubt? These questions resonate within a lot of us because deep down inside, we all understand the allure of giving up. My name is Ikmal Momin, and I stand before you today as a testament to the power of perseverance. I founded a youth organization in the bustling nation of Bangladesh. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Moments reached out healthcare benefits to the underprivileged population in the country. This endeavor, which has now flourished into a symbol and a beacon of hope for countless individuals, has seen its fair share of struggles. I vividly remember our first fundraiser for the donation project, which, despite our best efforts, fell short of its target by quite the margin. It would have been very easy for me, it would have been natural for me to give up at that point, to throw in the towel, accept defeat, and force myself to believe that my dreams were nothing more than fleeting illusions. However, on that day, I chose not to give up. I chose to write a different story, one that led to resilience and determination. You see, giving up is not the answer. It is the antithesis of progress, the adversary of success. When we choose to surrender, we deny ourselves the chance to grow, to learn, and to become architects of our positive destiny. But staying motivated in the face of adversity is a monumental and a Herculean task. And that is when we must turn to science to unpack the secrets of our mind. The self-determination theory, developed by Edward Deci and Richard Ryan, is one of the many studies that tell us that our motivation is a very delicate interplay between our thoughts, our emotions, and other external factors. It is a dance that we must learn to master, as it holds the key to unlocking our untapped potential. These scientists have also discovered that intrinsic motivation, driven with personal satisfaction and fulfillment, is a very potent force which can propel us forward. Consider the lives of famous individuals around the world who have faced relentless challenges but refused to succumb to the temptations of giving up. Thomas Edison, for example, the inventor of the famous incandescent light bulb. He once said, "I have not failed. I have simply found 10,000 ways that do not work." Thomas Edison's unwavering determination to his vision has led to one of the most transformative inventions in human history. Another example which I hold very closely to my heart is that of Professor Yunus, a Nobel laureate from Bangladesh. Coming from modest beginnings, when he chose to break the social norms and hand out financial loans to the poor people who had no financial security, he invented microfinance. And microfinance was considered impossible, and he made that happen. It has now had a revolutionary impact in the field of global economics. These experiences, these examples, serve as a reminder that success often lies just beyond the threshold of failure. One more effort, one more push will lead to success. But at the same time, when we consider all of these, how do we stay motivated amidst the tempest of life's great challenges? We only have to do a few things. Only a handful of things. We must dig deep. We must dig very deep. First and foremost, we must define our purpose. What motivates us? What drives us? What keeps us going? What ignites the fire within our souls? When we have a clear understanding of why we're doing what we're doing, we anchor ourselves when the winds of doubt threaten to blow us astray. We must construct a group of individuals who we believe will support us when we stumble, will pick us up when we fall. When we have a community which we can rely on, we have people who will help us when we struggle, who will help us when we are not being efficient enough and going towards where we want to go. Together, we are stronger than we could ever be alone. And we must embrace the power of this community, because it is within the connections and the bonds of these communities that we find the strength to rise above. We must develop a growth mindset, and that is very essential. We must embrace the idea that failures are not roadblocks or barriers, but are stepping stones to success. Each setback is an opportunity to grow, to refine our approach, and to be better versions of ourselves. We must also as we adopt this perspective, we free ourselves from the shackles of perfectionism, and that allows us to prosper and to grow as we want. When we feel the temptations of giving up, we must remind ourselves of the reasons why we began in the first place. What passion ignited our purpose? When we remind ourselves of that, we must take a deep breath, gather some strength, and continue fighting. Success is not that far away. When the weight of the world is too hard to bear, we must seek solace in the power of small steps. Success is not always measured in leaps and bounds. It is very often the result of consistent and incremental efforts. We must realize that when we try to do something, there are a lot of distractions which come in the way. But in these circumstances, we must force ourselves to realize that we are halfway there. We are almost there. Believe me, you're within touching distance of success. The fact that you decided to embark and chose to embark on this journey of purposeful living is a proof of your courage and determination. We must embrace the challenges which life has to offer, because these shape us to the people we were destined to become. As I stand before you today, I am an example of the transformative power of not giving up. Despite the struggles, despite the setbacks moments faced, the failed fundraiser, the social barriers, all of these barriers served as catalysts for my refinement and personal growth. Had I chosen to give up at those junctures, the incredible impact Moments has had on the lives of thousands of people back home would have never come to fruition. So my friends and respected elders, let us continue marching forward with unwavering resolve. We must embrace uncertainty. We must embrace challenges. We must embrace all that life has to offer. Because when we fall within the depths of adversity, that is when we have the strength to rise up and rise above everyone else. Thank you all for lending me your ears and hearts. And let us together create a world where the notion of giving up no longer exists. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you.